part of the course as well, right? You have situations that don't pan out the way you wish they did, right? You have people criticizing you for it, right? But when you have those failures, you tend to question yourself a lot, and I did that a lot too. I mean, I had my first game, my first year in the NBA in the playoffs. I went up, I was 18 years old, and I shot, I think it was 6, 7 air balls at the end of a game, right, in front of millions of people, right? And the thing that I had to do is I had to face the truth. I wasn't strong enough. All right, that means I gotta get in the gym, I gotta train, I gotta work, I gotta do the things necessary, right? But what comes on top of that is the emotional distress that comes with that, right? And it's easy for us as people to kind of ignore the emotional side of it, especially when it comes to things that deal with negativity, things that deal with insecurity, things that deal with fear. It's very easy to take the fear and just push it down and try to act like it doesn't exist. And instead, what I did is I used it, I faced it. I accepted the fact that I was fearful in situations. I accepted the fact that I felt insecure in certain situations. And when you accept that, and when you face that, now you own it, right? So now the fear doesn't have power over you, you have power over the fear. And I can use that as a motivating tool. It's like putting fuel in your car, putting fuel in your gas tank, right? Fear for me was a great motivator, as was suffering. When you go through that stuff, you can use it, you can channel it. You see most athletes do it, whether it's myself, whether it's LeBron, whoever the case may be. When you watch athletes perform, when you watch musicians perform, what you're seeing is you're seeing the emotion come from inside of them. All their fears and their pain and insecurity, they use art, right? Whether it's writing a song or painting an original masterpiece or hitting a home run or throwing a game-winning touchdown. What you see is you see the emotions that they have pent up within themselves, that they have used sport and art as an outlet. And that outlet tends to inspire the world, right? So my advice to you is do not run, do not hide from those fears. Do not hide from those insecurities. Do not hide from the suffering that you feel. Embrace them, face them, and understand that there are other people that are sitting right next to you that are going through similar situations. And you can use those situations as fuel to propel you to that of the life that you imagine yourself to have, or what you imagine yourself to be, right? And that is my message to you. Now, I'm sure you guys may have some questions for me up here. So if you guys have any questions, raise your hand and we'll come around and you guys can ask away.